So you said you support, I guess, the protests, the sit-ins. How far, I mean, would you consider what happened tonight to be disruptive?
When it comes to, first of all, it's nonviolent. I think, and we do want to, I talked to one of my leaders, we want to commend the law enforcement for being very kind, and they, they had what they had to do. So if it's in that vein, and it's nonviolent, I personally don't see anything wrong with that. There's been fist fighting and stuff like that. We definitely would not support that. But I mean, as long as it's nonviolent, I think our country lives on we over the years, you had Gandhi, you had Dr. King, you had others who have practiced nonviolence. There's nothing wrong with nonviolent protest, and I definitely support that.
So, as far as the arrest, you said the police were very kind. Do you agree that there should have been arrests at that point after not following orders to disperse or to?
I don't remember. I mean, I know there's farmers here who was actually on site. From my understanding, there were three. I use the word three infractions that they quoted to them that they were being charged with, and I'm not a lawyer. We have some lawyers, and I think that those were legitimate charges. From my understanding, that I'm just speaking on top of my head. What I read the charges were, and if that's in a matter of law, then they have legitimate charges to charge them with.
And so back to the first question, would you support future protests that go as far as the need to get arrested, if it's in this building, if it's during a session or what have you?
Well, people have a right to come here for redress, and if they feel long where their voice can be heard is that type of nonviolence, as long as it's nonviolence, yes, I would support that. I mean, if there's other groups that's going to come here before this is over to speak to a lot of legislation that's in the Harpers and hiding in some of these committees that yet to come out will probably affect the life of many North Carolinians. So I don't want to be a major prophet to say what's going to happen, but it appears that the people are really disturbed about what's going on, and I think the NACP was just one group, along with clergy. It was not only the NACP only, but it's clergy who lead congregations, congregations not able to get here every day, but the clergy have an obligation to come and speak on behalf of their people. And I think we will continue to see that from other groups, whatever the issue might be. Dr. Adams talked about issues, and other folks talk, but there are other issues that will cause people to come, and we've seen it with other groups who've been here over the years that have spoke to us, annexation groups. So you see them here in mass, whatever the issue might be, people have been here, and they've been, not confrontation, but they've been here, and I think they will continue to come here to speak, and usually when they come, they usually change policies, and I think we have an obligation, particularly the church, is to help create a policy. I think that's the job of the church and community folks to come help shape policies, and we see that from time to time. And there's a thing where I live, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So it's so important that you come here to speak to issues that affect your community, and I think the group that's been doing that speaks to a group of people who sometimes feel like they have no voice in this body.